Hello again, this is Debbie Yarrington from Urban Art Syndicate, and I'm here in Richmond, Virginia at the Art Wino G40 exhibit, and with me on my left here is HKS181, and he is local to the Baltimore area, is that correct?
I just moved to Baltimore, but I'm local to like the DC area.
DC area.
Nova, DC, that's where I grew up.
Wonderful, wonderful. One of the things I really wanted to ask you about your work was that it's obvious to me that there's a certain street element present in your work. Can you maybe talk where that influence came from?
I've been painting graffiti since I was 10, and that's pretty much it. You know, like it was strange trying to do something. Well, I've always been painting and drawing since I was a kid, since I was like 4 or 5, and I've been painting graffiti since I was 10. But I've always kept it completely separate because what I do on paper is, what I do on walls, you can't really translate onto like canvas. There's like a lack of energy.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And that was one of the hardest things, trying to like translate that same energy from, you know, a 50-foot wall that I'll paint to an 11 by 17 piece of paper.
Right.
And that's where most of this comes in from, is trying to do something like that.
Trying to cross the boundaries.
Cross the boundaries. Yeah, because it's yeah, it's really hard. Yeah. It's really hard, but
so when you're doing like a mural piece or something like that, it's high energy, it's fast paced, or is that the one that's more controlled?
It's totally fast paced.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's graffiti.
Right.
You know? And I mean, it's fine talking about it now because you know, whatever, like it's all out about it. But, you know, it's always had to be like high paced, fast.
Right.
Go in, get it done, get out.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And but it's the easiest thing for me to do. You know, like the way that I paint on walls is it's like mechanical at this point because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, I use like a fat cap that's the size of a basketball, and I'll still get lines as small as a Sharpie.
Oh, nice.
You know?
Well, you've been doing this since you were 7.
Yeah, you get like this
control.
thing, like this millimeter like thing with your finger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just try to translate the same energy into like these canvases and these huge portraits that I started doing, and you know, hopefully some of it gets translated into that.
Right, right. And looking at some of your smaller drawings and what I see here, I knowing myself, if I tried to attempt something like that, it would probably take me upwards of like 100 hours to get the line quality and the color and the pigment choice correct. So what do you think time-wise it takes you to finish like one of these tight like 11 by 17ers you got going on over here?
Well, the board that's over there, that took me about 20 hours.
Oh, wow.
20 hours with a rapidograph and just coming in and just doing that. It's like therapy.
It's like meditation,
It's the wall's a chainsaw, the small pieces is an X-Acto knife.
Oh, I like that.
So that's what that is.
Very nice. You also have a very interesting use of color. Your color is very vibrant, you know? It's all kind of like just like the most vibrant and saturated color that I don't usually see in a lot of.
I'm gonna give away a secret.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what exactly it is. I work in an office, so all I use all day is big pens and highlighters.
Oh, nice.
And I don't have anything else. And that's pretty much where the color comes in. Because I mean, what can you do? You can't like have paint like on the desk while you're dealing with clients in between. So you just use what's there, like whiteout highlighters and big pens.
Nice, nice.
You know, and then you like spit on it and get like some on a big pen like
and it
gradients.
becomes like a watercolor.
Exactly. That's really
it's a watercolor. There you go.
Yeah. But I've gotten it down at this point to some kind of understanding of it, so I can just play with it and get different colors out of like maybe 2. You know, so that's why it's so vibrant. Is I use highlighters and stuff.
Nice. Good to know that. Another theme I see.
I'm also colorblind.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't differentiate between like greens and blues and things like that.
No way.
So like, if you see, most of my stuff is like orange and red and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that works out nicely. It happens to be like hyperlighter colors.
Exactly. Yeah.
Something else I see a lot in your work is the use of portraiture. especially women's faces.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I started doing them a little bit ago. I did it as a present, and these are all my friends actually. I do men too. It just so happens that the women look better. But yeah, I don't know why I use women. I think because they're beautiful. You know.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a good
So.
answer. I'll take that.
Yeah. and women have more. They're more. It's like delicate features, and I think at some point like my brain crossed the line into being like an artist thing, and I see lines and shapes. And men are more. They're more like. Grr,
Yeah.
you know?
Like rigid.
They're rigid. It's like a rock, and women are very very delicate. No matter like what size, shape, whatever, they have really delicate features, and I like that.
Interesting. Awesome. Well, thank you.
Awesome.
Everybody, I just want to say again, this was HKS181 here in Richmond, Virginia. We are at the G40 exhibit produced by Art Wino. Definitely come down and check out his work.